Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video, and this one is titled, My wife just confessed that she cheated on me a few days ago. Where do I go from here? Please make sure you like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Let's get right into it. A little background. We live in a state in lockdown due to Rona, but cases are mild where we live since we're far from the major population centers. However, we spent the majority of our time since March stuck at home. My wife and our son, who's 3, went to visit family for 2 weeks in a neighboring state since they have had no cases in their area and things are more or less normal. This would also give my wife a much needed break as the grandparents could watch the kiddo. While there, wife was hanging out with an old family friend who's around 50, who told my wife he wanted her to enjoy her little vacation and free time and had a lot of activities planned for them. He would take her shopping, to the lake, out for dinner, pretty much all the stuff she loved doing but couldn't due to the lockdown/no babysitter. I was aware they were doing this, but wasn't concerned due to the long friendship and trust of the friend, as well as with my wife. Honestly, she needed a break, and this seemed like it would help her a lot. One night, after drinking at his house, they ended up naked and having intercourse. My wife told me that while there was PIV, after only a little bit, she realized that what she was doing was wrong and stopped it. No one finished. However, there was an earlier incident where he ended up giving her oral intercourse to completion. My wife just came home today, and once kiddo was asleep, she confessed all of the above to me. I'm shocked, betrayed, all the feelings that a cheated person on can feel. I'm angry at my wife, angry at my friend, despaired because now I don't know what's going to happen with my family. One second, I want to get a divorce because I feel betrayed. The next, I want to fix things and save my family. To compound my feelings, my wife is partially blaming me for what happened, saying that if I treated her better and showed her more attention like our ex-friend, then she would never have been attracted to him. I'll admit that our marriage has been rocky for a while and that she is right that I haven't been very affectionate with her as I should, but her actions just take it to a whole different level and really can't be compared. What do I do? Where do I go from here? My first suggestion I said to my wife is that we should get marriage counseling, but she said she didn't need it. She's fully aware of what she did and doesn't need someone to explain to her why she did what she did. She did say that she wants to fix her marriage, and I do think she feels bad for what she did. But at the same time, it seems that she thinks her confession was the only step to reconciliation that she needed to make. I want things to work, at the very least for our son. But everything is so raw and fresh, I don't know what to do. Tomorrow, I'll look into counseling for myself to help work through my feelings. But I figure why not ask a bunch of internet strangers for advice? Best case, someone says something that really helps. Worst case, I ignore everyone, delete this account, and continue with life. So Reddit, what advice do you have for a cheated on husband and father? And the OP has some edits/updates for us. I appreciate all the advice, but I realize that things are much too raw to process anything right now. It hasn't even been 24 hours since I found it. I'm going to take a break from Reddit and take some time to sort through everything. Once the dust settles, I'll come back and read everything that's been said. But for now, I'm taking a time out. And a final edit. So a few days have passed, more details have come to light, friends have been contacted, etc. Frankly, I think there are too many nuances and past history to really paint a full picture for internet strangers. Luckily, I am discussing the matter with friends, both mutual and personal, who know me, my wife, and what pretty much our entire life is about. I do want to salvage our marriage and family, but realize that it takes the effort of both to make that happen. So I've scheduled us for marriage counseling and contacted a divorce lawyer to make sure I have all my bases covered. Anyway, That's all I have to say about the matter for now. Sorry, I don't have any definitive conclusion, but life rarely works that way. I may give an update later or not. I'm just going to take things one day at a time for now. And the OP has a little update. Working through things slowly, having counseling scheduled, and speaking with a... And the first comment says, cheating is one of the biggest betrayals that anyone can do. Personally, I could never be with someone that I would continually worry about for the rest of my life if they might cheat on me again or not. I would not base it on whether I stay with her on the fact that you have children. If you are constantly worried about her faithfulness, it's not going to do your kids any good. I am so sorry this happened to you. And a reply to that says, I tried to forgive an infidelity and ended up staying for 5 years. All the while afraid it would happen again. It did. Don't torture yourself waiting. And a reply to that says, here's the thing, she didn't just cheat once, she cheated twice. Once isn't an accident, twice is planned, and this is just what she admitted. Cheaters distort the truth. At OP, you'll likely end up doing nothing about this. You'll end up convincing yourself you should give her a chance. You should work on it for the sake of your kid, and all the usual excuses people give. That she admitted to 2 incidents of infidelity even while in survival mode answers your questions about where you should go from here by itself, straight to the next divorce lawyer. And another comment says, I agree, you cheat on me and that's it. There are no other chances. I could not and would not ever remain in a relationship with someone who cheated on me. I would never trust that person again. And the next comment replies to a quote from OP. I want to fix things and save my family. What's to save? Rebuild maybe, but not to save. She broke it. The obligation is not on you. Look, there will have been attraction building between them for a long time. Why do you think he's been taking her out? And do you think that he just happened to have spare time last weekend? They've been planning this. I also have a problem with the oral intercourse. She says she feels guilty when it came to the intercourse and stopped. I call BS. We've all been horny before and driven by our libido, yet she manages to do an intimate intercourse act without feeling weird, she has an orgasm, and she still wants more intercourse later, only then to feel guilty? As for the confession as the first step, maybe. More likely a transference of guilt to make her feel better. The weight on her shoulders was too much. She tells you and passed the responsibility onto you. She passed the buck. Now you have to make the decisions. She feels better, you get to feel like S. The marriage breaks up, well, she can tell herself that she tried. After all, it's your fault for not being affectionate. No, seriously, it's not your fault. Don't let her lay that one on you too. The solution to a lack of affection is not an affair. Yes, she should go to counseling with you. This should be about her doing what she reasonably can to rebuild your faith and trust in her, not blaming you. If she was feeling unloved, the appropriate thing is to talk to you about it, or do something about it, not find herself a sugar daddy. This cheating is very deliberate. I'm not sure that I could handle it. It wasn't a drunken accident. It wasn't during a gnarly rough patch or major arguments or traumatic events. She's solved a minor turf war by going thermonuclear and then blames you. Phew, good luck. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment below and let me know if there's any other subreddits you guys would like me to make videos on, and also like the video and please subscribe.